What's up there, tailed travelers? Today I'm going to tell you about my nightmare experience getting to MFF 2024. Things all started out pretty normally, like I usually do. I tried to get to the airport nice and early for my flight and, well, didn't because there was construction in December. Why are they doing construction on the highway in December? Regardless, I got there on time. As I was waiting to board my flight, I noticed something was off. Nobody seemed to be actually getting on the plane or lining up, and the departure time kept going later and later and later and later. Finally, an hour and a half later, we got on the plane. Now, I had a 1-hour layover in Dallas. Do that math. Obviously, that didn't work out. By the time I got to Dallas, I had missed my flight. Now, I've had this happen in the past, and it's no big deal. Usually you go up, you talk to customer service for whatever airline you are on, and you work out a new flight. This time, Southwest automatically rebooked me, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense how they did it. They sent me all the way back in the wrong direction to Denver with like a 10-minute layover before I had to get on my next flight to Chicago O'Hare. Now, unbeknownst to me at the time, they apparently decided to send my luggage straight to Chicago, but not to O'Hare, to Midway, which is all the way across the city. So I got to Denver, I sprinted across the Denver airport to the point where I almost had an asthma attack and I was gasping for breath. Got to the terminal to find out that the next flight was slightly delayed also, and I could have just walked. I got on the flight, it was like 2.5 hours, got to O'Hare at like 11:30 at night. The hotel shuttle did not show up. I called the hotel, they're like, it should be there every 15 minutes. It wasn't, and I waited and I waited and I waited, and I started being really annoying to the hotel and calling them like every 5 minutes. I'm normally not like that, but I was cold and I was pissed and I wanted to get to my hotel room. Finally, after the 4th call, the shuttle actually showed up. I ended up getting to my hotel room right before 1 a.m. So okay, it's all good, I can go to bed, right? Wrong. We have to wait up for the other 2 roommates. They were driving from Michigan and they were planning on getting in about 1:30 a.m. So we waited up, no problem, hung out, talked. All of a sudden at 1:30 a.m. we hear a strange noise.
It's 1:30 in the morning on Wednesday and we already have a fire alarm in the hotel.
And realized it was the fire alarm in the hotel going off at 1:30 in the morning. So we're like, do we evacuate? Do we not evacuate? And then the word comes to evacuate. So the entire hotel evacuated out into the parking lot on a freezing cold Chicago night in December. People were coming out of the building in their pajamas with bare feet, and it was like 15 degrees Fahrenheit with wind blowing. It was absolutely brutal. Eventually, we all made our way across the street to the DoubleTree and huddled in the lobby and warmed up a little bit. The fire department came out, the police department came out, they did their thing really quick, to their credit, and got us back in the building. But it was like just another thing to add on to a pretty miserable day of travel. So the roommates showed up during this, they parked their car, they had to bring all their stuff inside, and by the time we got settled and tried to go to sleep, it was like 4 in the morning. I don't think any of us slept very well. I might have gotten an hour or 2 of sleep, and it was definitely not a great start to my con. However, this was Wednesday, and one of the reasons I spend an extra day for MFF and some other cons is just for this. All the problems happened on Wednesday. When the con was getting started on Thursday, I wasn't worried about traveling. I was already there, and I could kind of relax and just wait for registration to open. So there you have it. In, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes, my miserable experience traveling to MFF 2024. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks so much to our super generous patrons. You stay safe, stay fuzzy, and get there on time, hopefully, unlike me. Until next time, see ya!